We go back for another video on YouTube. It's been a long time since I made one, and I've been knocking out radios left and right and shipping several a day. So Ronald needed a video because his is fairly complex. I do have other examples too, but I'm going to go ahead and make him one because he requested one. Anyway, we've got a new 955 Stryker version 1. Heavily modified. I have plenty of the version 2s, version 1s, any of the ones, you know, but version 1 is the one that you want to, you know, modify. It's the one that's the way to go, you know, for heavy modifications, especially at this time. So we've got upgraded finals, we've got an upgraded echo board that's set perfect on the inside. It's got modifications done on the echo board. We've got Hifi Transmit, we've got Hifi Recieve, we've got all Mode Hifi, so we've expanded the bandwidth for sideband as well, and FM too. We have a 5-band internal equalizer. I've got a modded D104, a modded 878 bass microphone. We've got a variable tone control on here. We have variable bird and peak out the face on this radio. So the back control is the average output control, and the small control is the peak output control. So we've got variable peak power here, variable average power here. The original echo board or the aftermarket echo board is set perfect on the inside, heat shrunken down, and the original echo board that come out the face here has been removed and taken out. This aftermarket dual control has been put in. The back knob is for bird average swing. The front knob is for the peak power swing on this radio. Then we have even more options out the back. This left side, so radio facing up on the far left, and I'll try to put a label down here on the bottom for you. So on the far left right here is my headphones. This is the headphone jack. In the center position, this center pin here, this is for line level recording, which is plugged up to a plug here. This small inside piece here, this goes back to the monitor radio, so that's for your monitor audio, to be able to record and listen to yourself on the monitor radio, all that. It's one single cable that plugs into this, you know, connection that's the closest to your SO239 on the back of the radio. That plugs into the external speaker jack on your other radio, which is right there being finished. Anyway, that's what we got going on. We also have a switch. I don't know if you can see it through all of this stuff, but there's a switch down there below the SO239 to cut the echo on and off for sideband, or, you know, for whatever use you'd want to cut the echo off. So cut it on and it's set perfect on the inside, cut it off and the echo's completely off. I think that does it for options. It is very loaded. I think it has everything but the external S meter and VFO wind-up, and other than that, that's pretty much every option I offer, along with the custom stuff for doing this out the face. That's not very easy to do, so it's a nice setup. All right, so let me go ahead and plug it in here, and we'll check and see what kind of output we got. Right now I've got the RF power all the way up. Mic gain's down slightly. That's where the audio is best over the air. I just left a little bit of headroom. All the way up on the bird average control here, all the way up on the peak control here. I'll go ahead and just cut the mic gain wide open, and we'll see what kind of output we have. Let's see. It's doing 130 peak. Let me take my headphone off my ear because it's ringing in my ear. So yeah, 130 peak there. We'll look at the spectrum analyzer. Looks good there. We'll look at the peak on the bird meter, 250 watt slug. Reading the top scale there. Looks like we're doing about 140 peak there. Maybe a little bit better. We'll check out the LP100A here and see what kind of output we're doing there. It's like 156 on the LP100A. Check out the LP700 here. We got 134. It's pretty stingy like my Dosi. So 134 on it, 151 there, and 140 there. Look at my bird average output with a 100 watt slug in here. It's like we're doing about 60 bird, and again back down to almost 130 peak there. All right, and then spectral purity is real nice. All right, so now we'll take and we'll cut this control all the way down, and we'll cut down the peak control all the way down. Remember, the peak is this small control, and then we'll cut down the average power all the way down. So average is all the way down, peak is all the way down, and the variable power is all the way down. So we'll see what we got for output now, and see what we got. Looks like we do about 16 watts peak with everything all the way down. Spectral purity is here. That is still nice, looking good. Look at the LP up there. All right, so again, getting about 16 watts peak there. And let's see, average, it's like about 5 bird, 6 bird, something like that. But I'm on the larger slugs, it'll probably be closer to 5 bird, 6 bird, maybe with the 25 watt slug in there. It might have been close to 7 there. All right, again, there's a good output, good signal purity on the spectrum analyzer there. So now we'll go ahead and take and cut this peak control all the way up. I'll cut this average power control all the way up as well, and I can show you the average independently too, while everything's all the way up here. See if I take and modulate it, we're doing over 60 bird, and if I just reach over here and I take this average power control and I roll it all the way down, and now it's only going to do 40 bird. So it goes from 60 bird to 40 bird, and then of course if you drop your carrier down, the carrier is proportionate too. Carrier is going to pull down the average power as well. So see, it's doing 52 average now. Take and roll down this bird adjustment one more time, and now we're doing 34 average now that I dropped carrier down some. Okay, so all right, so we're going to go ahead and roll this average power back up, peak power back up. It was already all the way up, and then the variable power is wide open there too. I'll go ahead and back down the mic gain to where the ideal setting was, somewhere around in here. And let's see, what else do we need to do? What else do we need to test? I'm going to go ahead and I guess test and see what it sounds like over the air. I could do this on 19, I guess, just as easy. It's tough to get a radio check at 5 o'clock in the afternoon on channel 19. I guess everybody's ready to be home, but it's been like that for years, you know, at this time of day. But we'll go ahead and see what's happening. Cut it on air here. Cut the volume up. Noisy. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and plug in to line level. So it's going to take me from y'all listening at this speaker up here to listening inside the receiver. So I'm going to plug in the line level cord.
Somebody give me a radio check. Ooh, don't everybody queue up and answer all at one time there. Well, I guess ain't nobody got a radio on to give out a radio check. D-Rail 164 pulling on back.
Check's good.
Roger, on the check's good. Yeah, it gets real quiet out here on a Friday afternoon. It just seems to be kind of a trend around these parts. Appreciate the radio check there, driver.
Yeah, 10-4. Let's hope we make it home, baby. Today.
Yes, sir. Hopefully Atlanta's not too bad. All right, y'all be careful, be safe now. Appreciate the radio check. Just making sure it's 955 is doing a good job out there.
Sounds a little bit quiet. I just passed the 160.
Yeah, you said you just passed where? I had my head falling off my ear right there. Where you at?
Yeah, 10 is quiet. It's quiet.
Yeah, that's the way you're sounding on mine. It's you're real quiet on my receiver. I'm not sure what the reasoning for that is. This one's definitely fully modulated here. I'm listening to it on another monitor, so it might have something going on with your antenna or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Ken, I want to get this antenna checked sometime. I got a General Lee, pretty good stereo, but I need a little bit of check on it.
Roger on that. All right, man. Well, you be careful out there. Truck safe, and appreciate the radio check there, and have a good weekend now.
Yeah, radio checks don't go the greatest on channel 19 on a Friday night. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go back to 20, and I'm going to do one more test if I can flip around and do everything I need to do. I'm trying to, get all I can get on this test here. So let me kind of go over to my dummy load again. I'm on channel 20. Let's go ahead and go to sideband. That's a lower sideband. We'll go to lower sideband over here. We'll go ahead and show the output. We'll modulate it, see what it looks like on sideband. I ain't got time to hook up my tester, so I'll just key the microphone and modulate it there. Hola. Audio. Check 1, 2. Breaker. Audio. Hola. Oh yeah, and I can actually cut up the gain a little bit on sideband. I forgot. Alright, so let's check it out here. Hola. Yeah, I had the mic gain down some. I was wondering why I was showing a little lower output. Hola. Hello, 1, 2. Breaker. Alright, so yeah, over 100 watts on sideband, no problem. I cut up the volume just a little bit. Let me go back into my monitor. Let me go ahead and cut this echo switch off if I can get down here to it. Oh, it's tough to get to with all the cords already in. Alright, so the echo switch is off, and I may try to flip it on while I'm on sideband too. I'm going to go over to this too. Sorry about this rough video. I'm trying to do this last minute and get it together for you. But alright, I'm on sideband. I'm on lower sideband. I'm lower sideband on my monitor. Clarifier straight up and down, or fine, of course, straight up and down. Listen to it here.
Alright, I don't know if I got my volume a little bit too high. I could reach over there and grab I don't know. I would say that I could move the fine adjustment maybe slightly, but it sounds pretty much on point there. But anyway, I'm just letting you hear this thing. This is no echo or anything like that adjusted on. Hello, 1, 2, Stryker 955. I'm on lower sideband. Hello, 1, 2, check 1, 2, breaker.
All right, there we go. We just got to give you a quick little test to show you everything's on frequency and on sideband and all as well. I did not demonstrate the MP3. I got a lot of videos demonstrating that, so I'm not going to do that again. But anyway, just to go back to this one more time for you, this MP3 cord on the far right hand side, that cord goes straight back to the external speaker jack on your monitor radio. The center pin right here is going to be your MP3 with line level recording. That's what you'll plug into whenever you want to record yourself, whenever you want to record others. And of course, to record yourself, you have to cut your volume up, make sure you got volume on your monitor, the simple stuff. And then on the left hand side, this will be your headphone jack. You'll plug in here. This goes out to stereo, to where it comes out of both earphones. And you'll plug directly in there. Also, it's got a relay built in that whenever you key the microphone, it swaps from the receive in this radio over to the receive in the monitor, so you can hear both sides over the air with one pair of headphones on your transmit and also on your receive too. So that works out very nicely. This control on the right side, which I did not demonstrate, I assure you that it is working. If you cut it back to the left, you'll have a lot more treble. If you cut it all the way to the right, you'll have maximum bass. With 878 and stuff, you can pretty much keep that all the way up. On sideband, you'll keep it all the way up. If you go to the D104, they're a little bit more bassy, so you may run it back to about 3 o'clock or somewhere in there with the D104, just to run down. The echo switch again is on the back. You've seen where it was below the SO239. This small knob here again is the variable peak right here, and then the variable average is on the back. So that should be a pretty thorough explanation of what everything is and what everything does, and I hope you enjoy it, Ronald, and we appreciate the business very much, and happy Father's Day coming up.